this. The game will always expose your preparation. And to take it a step further, life will always expose your preparation. And just to be, I'm always just straight up, like to the point, just speaking facts. A lot of people in here got dreams, right? D1 dreams, I want to go to college, which is great, have dreams. But I'm going to tell you right now, most people in this world, that's all that they have is dreams. And that's it. And so this is for you, and for you to think about this, but if I was around you for 24 hours, around you for a week, would I be able to see that hunger that you say that you got to make your dreams come true? Because y'all know the statistics. I heard these statistics my whole life. Less than 1% of people actually make it, and it's true. So you got to ask yourself, right, not just in sports, but in life, to be legendary, what's going to make you that 1%? Because if you're doing what just everybody else is doing, that's not enough. You might get lucky off your athletic ability, but when you go to college, it's a whole nother ball game. When you go to NFL, it's a whole nother ball game. You can't win today's game off of yesterday's points, if that makes any sense to you. Every single day you got to reinvent yourself. Every single day you got to prove yourself, not just to your coaches, not just to your teammates. That's great too, but to yourself. So think about that. With your life, with the game, it's exposing your preparation. How are you preparing every single day? There's three types of people, and I want to say this before I get started. There's three types of people in this world. Number one is a watcher, and y'all are not watchers because you're athletes, you're here. But a watcher is somebody that just sits back and watches everybody else live their dreams and their goals. That's the majority of the world. They sit back and they watch. I made a decision at the age of 7. You can ask my brother. That I knew that I was going to make it to somewhere. NFL, D1, D2, it didn't matter. I made up my mind when I was 6 years old. Did I do everything perfect? Absolutely not. Did I probably coasted a bit in certain areas? Could I got more out of my career? Absolutely. But I made up my mind. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing more powerful in this world than a made up mind. The man that thinks that he can will, the man that thinks that he can't won't, period. It ain't about what you say, it's about what you live. So there's the watcher. But this is the two people that's probably in here right now. The second type of person is a wisher. A person that has all the great intentions in the world, all the dreams in the world, that wishes they can be it, that hopes they can be it. They tell everybody on social media what they want to do. But when you look at their life, their actions ain't speaking the same thing. When you look at their life, their grind ain't speaking the same thing. You're doing what the 99% do, and you're expecting to be the 1%. And it's funny because a lot of people complain about the results that they get, and I'm going to tell you right now, don't expect full-time results with half-ass effort. It's not your coaches, it's not your mom, it's not your dad, it's on you. I learned this a long time ago in my life, and this might sound very rude to say, but I'm going to tell y'all this. The world owes you nothing. Your coaches, I'm not going to say they don't owe you nothing, but they don't owe you nothing. Your teammates, they owe you a lot, but at the end of the day, you owe yourself it. You do. And I've seen so many great athletes throw away their dreams because of that. They wishers. They sit back and wish their way into success. They wish their way into greatness. It don't happen like that. But then there's probably a lot of you in here. Because I saw your game. I was there. I know some of you. Then there's the worker. The person that puts in the damn work to make their dreams reality. That's life. It's a gap between your dreams and your reality. And if you're committed, consistent, disciplined, have faith in heart, every single day you close that gap until you wake up and realize, like, dang, I'm not just dreaming no more. I'm living it. What I'm doing right now as a speaker, I never wanted to be a motivational speaker. This was never in my plans for my life. But I took that same athlete mindset that I'm going to get the most out of it. And now, not just saying this, you can look online on my social media, I'm probably one of the top motivational speakers in the world. Not because I wanted to be one, because I understood the mindset of an athlete. So you got to make up in your mind what you want for your life. Because real soon you're going to be 18, 19, you're going to be out of high school, and the real world, which probably hits you right now, is going to hit you even harder. And you got that choice. And the beautiful thing about it, it's in your control. Can't nobody control you from going hard. Y'all know Kobe Bryant, obviously. I want y'all to watch this when you get home if you haven't. Watch this interview Kobe Bryant has with my friend Lewis Howes, The School of Greatness. Watch it on YouTube. And Kobe talks about how when he was 12 years old, he sucked. When he was 14, he was the best player in the country. Now, I'm not going to spoil the rest. I want you to go watch it. And I want you to apply that mindset to everything that you do. So to talk about what I really came here to talk about is something that I call emotional resilience. Anybody know what that means? Well, I'm about to show you and teach you. Emotional resilience is something that I know every champion has. I played with Peyton Manning, he has it. My father, I feel like is a champion in life, he has it. Athletes that I've been around, they have it. CEOs that are great, your coach has it. Everybody has this that has emotional resilience. They have something called emotional resilience. And what that is that you resist your emotions. You resist it, right? I mean, I don't want to say resist your emotions. Let me change that. It's okay to go through things, but you're resilient to your emotions. And there's 3 things that I want to talk about with this that make up emotional resilience. I could talk about 20. But number 1, it's perseverance. Y'all hear that word a lot. But perseverance means what? That you persevere through something. If you look at high-level people, if you look at legendary people, if you look at legendary athletes, coaches, human beings in this world, whether it be Dr. Martin Luther King or whether it be Tom Brady, if you look at it, they persevered through something. Some type of struggle came up. They persevered through it. I was at the South Lake game. I went to that game, and I know that was a rough game for y'all, and not everybody, I'm not saying everybody, but I seen in some of you, I watched your body language. As soon as you got down, your body language went down. That's not having emotional resilience. Emotional resilience is being like Tom Brady when he played Atlanta, 28-3 in the third quarter. They still came back. How does that work? Because he made up in his mind beforehand how he was going to respond. The second part of having emotional resilience is it's perseverance, and it's now I'm losing my train of thought right now. Belief. Belief in what you do. Do you truly believe in what you do? Do you truly believe in the mission that coaches set in front of you that your coaches have? Do you truly believe in it? Because if you don't believe in these playoffs, it's going to get exposed. Belief creates confidence. And you say, how do I believe? You believe by what you just put, the work you just put in the weight room. You believe by how you show up every single day. You believe from your off season that you put in. You believe. And if you don't believe, even an ounce of lack of confidence, and y'all know this as football players, an ounce of lack of confidence could be the thing between a catch, not a catch, missed block or a block. Football is a game of inches. Belief. Those things make up having emotional resilience. Doesn't matter if you get up by 20. Emotional resilience. You come back to even kill. Doesn't matter if you're down by 20. Emotional resilience. In life, it doesn't matter how many things hit you right in the mouth. Emotional resilience. I would tell my story, but I'm going through the hardest year in my life. The hardest year in my life. If I told y'all, y'all be like, damn. But I got emotional resilience. I refuse to cave to my emotions. I refuse to feel sorry for myself. I refuse to live my life in depression. I refuse to live my life blaming and complaining. That BC mindset that so many people have, it's always somebody else's fault. Champions, legendary people, people who made up their mind, they don't live life like this. They don't live life blaming everybody else for the loss. They point the thumb at themselves and say, it's on me. Where I go or don't go, it's on me. And they accept responsibility over their life. They accept their role and position on their teams. So I want you to think about that today in this off week. Because I can guarantee in the playoffs, there's going to be a time when everything is not going right. You might be thinking, Trent, okay, I hear you with emotional resilience, the things that make up it, being able to persevere, having belief. But how do I work on being emotional resilient? I can tell you 10 things, but I'm going to tell you this one thing. And it's pretty simple. It's so simple that some people probably don't apply it because it's so simple. But usually the simple things are the most powerful things in your life. How do you be emotional resilient? You make up your mind on how you're going to respond. You make up your mind on how you're going to respond. This year in my life, did I want to quit? Absolutely. Was it hard? Absolutely. But I made up in my mind a long time ago that quitting ain't an option for me. People say throw in the towel. I don't bring a towel to throw in. I can't afford to quit. Because I got a family depending on me. I got a world that depends on me. I understand what I'm fighting for. Do you? What you fighting for? What you living for? What you doing it for? For some retweets on Twitter? Are you doing it for something bigger? Are you doing it for legacy? Because regardless, legacy is left. Whether you want to leave it or not, either it's going to be left in a way you don't want to leave it or it's going to be left in a way you want to leave it. Legacy is left regardless, but you right now have the chance. Every single one of you have the chance to write your own story, to etch your name in the book of greatness with these playoffs coming up. But you got to make up your mind what it's going to be. Because when you do that, every single time that adversity shows its face, that confusion shows its face, that conflict shows its face, you will rise above every single time. Because you understand the mission, you understand, you hear it all the time, your why. Right? I like to call it your deep-rooted reason. Somebody right now tell me, like, what's your why? What's the reason why you do what you do? Somebody, anybody, tell me. If you don't know, that's cool, but if you don't know, you need to go do some soul searching when you get home. Because the stronger the why, the stronger the actions. When you see somebody fighting for something, it can be football, it can be a boxer, it can be it could be a marathon runner, it could be somebody that's working a job. When you see somebody that's resilient and perseveres and that's determined no matter what, they have a strong why, a strong reason why they live their life. Some people ask, Trent, why do you speak? I'm an introvert by nature. Y'all probably would never be able to tell that, but you can ask people who here know me. I won't say too many words outside of me speaking. But you know what my why is and why I decided to do this, even though I never thought I wanted to be a speaker? My reason was my best friend committed suicide. My college teammate committed suicide, my roommate. And I made a promise to him. At his funeral, looking at him in this casket and said, I'm going to live the rest of my life making sure that people don't give up on themselves just because they lose something. So that's why I do what I do. Is fear present when I walk in here? Absolutely. Nobody likes speaking in front of people, but I overcome that fear because my why, my reason is deep enough. So I'm going to ask somebody here again. What's the reason why you're doing what you do? Somebody tell me. Raise your hand. We're the leaders in here. Family. Can you tell me why? Even deeper than that. They all fighting for something. Somebody else tell me. My man right here. You. Yeah, you. Your uncle. Got you. Why is that, if you want to share? Just curious. Okay, got you. What else? Where Charles at? What you doing it for, Charles? Your love for the sport. A man right here, what you doing it for? Huh? Yeah, you, yeah. Right here. Yeah. Yeah, you. Yep. No. You can answer too. My man in the back. Who's saying that? I can't see. Okay, got you. Then my man right here. Yeah, you, yeah. For your future family. All right?
I want to know what number 9 doing. Whoever number 9 is, I don't know who you are.
I think that's you, right?
Okay.
For your future family. All right? So I'm not telling you why you should do it, who you should do it for. But what I am telling you, obviously you should do it for your teammates and for your team. But I just ask that you just dive a little bit deeper. For your family, that's great. For your uncle, that's great. For whoever, that's great. But just realize you have the opportunity to inspire people, man. These kids, my son, we don't go to eat and he goes to our guy, but he's always over here. We go to the games, they look at y'all. Our teams that we coach, 7th graders, they look at y'all. They're inspired by y'all. So you just ain't doing it for you. You're doing it for something bigger. And whatever that bigger is, you got to decide that. But when y'all collectively make a decision on what you're doing it for, that's when you become unstoppable. So get clear on that. And just make up your mind on what it's going to be. Because if you don't, you'll quit every single time and you'll be with your head down. Hey, what's up, rehabs across the world? Trent here. Thank you for watching our new video. I hope it impacted your life. Listen, we're impacting lives all across the world. I want you to know this. It's because of you. It's because of you supporting the messages and sharing the messages. And speaking about sharing the messages, if this video touched your heart, if it's on your heart, please press share, because I promise you this, there's somebody in the world right now that needs to watch this video. And by you pressing share, you become a hero in their life. I get messages every single day say, Trent, I had no idea what rehab time was yesterday, but my friend shared the video, I saw it on the timeline, and man, did I need it. We're gonna continue to impact the world only with your help. We appreciate you. But like I say at the end of every single video, it all starts with you. It's rehab time. Let's get it.